I'm turning 38 tomorrow. And after 38 years of being in this life, I took my time and drafted 38 important life lessons that helped me be the person that I am today. And of course, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but as someone who has been to 106 countries, works all around the globe, makes good money, speaks several languages, and lives the life that he wants, I think I did a couple of things right. And in this video, I would like to share 38 important life lessons that I have learned. So let's start. And I'll go over all 38 of them shortly. What I would like you to do is to write the ones that you like in the comments so I can make an individual video for that particular advice that you like and talk about it more. 1. Always invest in yourself. You can invest in other stuff. Interest, crypto, stocks. I'm not against that, but I'm very much in favor of investing in yourself first. Investing on my soft skills, my marketing skills, sales skills, becoming better at what I do, being able to teach what I do, and investing in all of these made me better at my job, improved the value of my brand, and made me earn more money. Invest in yourself first. Number 2, health is the most important thing. If you do not have health, you have nothing. And I'm not just speaking about physical health. Obviously, that's very important because if you lose that, nothing else matters. But I'm also speaking about psychological health, mental health, emotional health, and of course, physical health. Make sure that you take care of yourself because if you lose your health, you lose everything. Make sure that you have enough time for yourself every day. Working hard is good. Hustling when you need to, sometimes even late hours. But in order to make that sustainable, make sure that you spend enough time for yourself every day. For meditation, for exercise, for playing games, for watching a video that you like. Make sure that you do things that is good for your well-being and your health in general. Every now and then it's also okay to goof off, play some games, or watch a Netflix series. Of course, I wouldn't recommend you to overdo this, but spending a little bit of time for all of these takes some of the pressure and stress out, and then you'll be more motivated to pursue your goals. Hobbies are important. My mother used to say that a person with a hobby is a person with a good quality of life. And I've come to understand this in my later years. Make sure that you do things besides your regular responsibilities. It could be music, art, public speaking, gaming, chess, whatever. But make sure that you have hobbies. Because doing something besides your regular responsibilities makes you feel relaxed, makes you feel better about yourself. And if you do it with a certain community, it also gives you a sense of belonging to that certain community. And feeling a part of a group is very important to us as human beings. Getting rich is not a bad thing. Subconsciously, because of the way I grew up, my family, their thoughts, their beliefs, for a long time, I thought getting rich was a bad thing. Rich people were bad, poor people were good. That is completely untrue. Getting rich or financial wealth only magnifies who you are. If you're a good, benevolent, generous person, getting rich will only magnify that. If you're a mean, grumpy, stingy person, getting rich will only magnify that. Do not be afraid of getting rich. If you're a good person, it will make you an even better person because you'll have the power to change things. Turn exercising into a daily habit. You don't have to do like full-on CrossFit for an hour every day. I know it's way more fun to sit down in your couch and watch Netflix. Sometimes I fall victim to that as well. Before I go exercising, I almost never feel super motivated before I go exercising. But once I exercise, I feel super good. And exercising, apart from making you look better, will also make you think better and feel better. It will make you live longer and, more importantly, healthier. You are what you eat. And to be honest, I'm not a great example on that. But I am paying more attention to what I eat and how I eat in the last years. And it does show. Look at my photos 10 years ago. The food that you put on your body makes you the person you are. So before you put something inside your mouth, and do not twist my words, as an example, you can ask this question. Would I put that on my face? I think that's a good exercise. For example, with a sugary drink. Before you drink it, just ask yourself, how would I feel if I would smear that on my face? Disgusting, right? But you put that in your body. And in today's world, you don't even need a dietitian. You can just ask ChatGPT, and then it's going to give you a full menu. And believe me, eating healthy, in most of the cases, is cheaper than eating non-healthy. If you're not a native English speaker like me, improve your English because English is the world language. Speaking English fluently will open the doors of the world for you. Feel free to learn other languages, Spanish, German, French, Indonesian. They're all terrific languages. But English is a whole different story. It's the lingua franca. It's a world language. And if you're a native English speaker, just be a better English speaker. My mother tongue is Turkish, and I improve my Turkish every day. So you can, even though you're a native English speaker, improve the way you speak your own language. Embrace failure, especially as a stepping stone. In many cultures around the world, the tolerance for failure is zero. If you fail that exam, you have to take it next year. If you fail that interview, you will be jobless. A very small portion of the world appreciates failure. But to improve yourself in the practical world, you do have to fail. But I want to make this clear. It's not a trait to keep failing. It is okay to fail, but it's very important that after you fail, you learn from it, and you make sure that it doesn't happen again. That is the key point of failing. But to do that, first, you have to allow yourself to fail. Always be curious and keep learning. This is like exercise, but for the mind. Practice new languages, learn new skills, use AI, watch YouTube videos, watch Udemy courses, and improve new skills. Be very good at what you do, what you monetize. But apart from that, also improve other skills. There's a fine balance on that though. Do not waste all your time trying to improve yourself in other things, and don't use this as an excuse not to make money. So be very good at what you do, monetize it, get super rich, but at the same time, just to practice mentally, be mediocre and be better at other things as well. It'll be fun. Build strong relationships. And in this, if I made this video 10 years ago, I would say build a strong network, make a lot of friends. But now my opinion on this changed a little bit. A lot of people follow me for what I do. The people that I'm in daily or weekly contact with is very little. The rest of the people cannot reach me. First, they have to go through my team, and then they can have access to me. So building a strong network is not about knowing thousands of people and handing business cards to everyone if you're still doing that. It is more about being great at what you do and also being a decent person with strong social skills. It doesn't mean having 10 meetings every day, but it means spending your time and energy with the people who deserve it and really giving 100% of your time and effort when you do it. Travel and experience different cultures. As I'm making this video, till today, I have been to 106 countries. And apart from it being incredibly fun, meeting amazing people, it also has been one of the biggest investments in my life. The people that I met, the network that I built, the things that I have learned, the inspiration that I got, and now building my brand as also a traveler helps me make more money than I ever did. And I know in the beginning it's not really easy, especially financially. So if you cannot afford to go abroad, or if you're from a country where traveling is really difficult, travel in your country, travel in your city, start somewhere, and then you're going to see that it's not as impossible as you think. And soon enough, you may find yourself in another country. Practice gratitude daily. Every morning, I thank a couple of things that I have in my life. Usually I start with my health, my potential, the warm bed that I slept in, the water that I'm drinking, which are very important, but we usually take for granted. And also in the evening, while I meditate, I also like to be thankful. And this gratitude makes me realize how privileged I am, how lucky I am to do what I'm doing, and it motivates me to do more, to create more. It is a very small exercise, but it has helped me a lot. Number 14, you cannot be successful without taking risks, but make sure you take calculated risks. You gotta take risks at some point of the way. In my case, for example, a couple of years ago, I have dedicated around a couple of thousands of dollars budget to start my online presence with the ads and with the funnels and all that, and working with an expert. It was a lot of money for me back then. I basically put all my money for this, but now I have a strong social presence, I make pretty good money, and more importantly, I have a lot of potential to make even more. I can work from all over the world. If I hadn't taken that risk back then, I wouldn't be here. Playing it safe all the time will not get you anywhere. But make sure that the risks are educated and calculated. Always remember that we're living at a very lucky time period with the technology, with things being super accessible. It is okay to feel nostalgia for the past every now and then, especially people that are plus 30, 35 years old. It also happens to me. But looking at it realistically, now everything is so easy. You can set up a company in 1 minute, create value, share your service all around the world with a lot of platforms that are available for it, make money. Things are way easier right now. People all around the world more or less need the same thing. I've been to 106 countries so far, and I intend to travel more. And wherever I go, with whomever I speak, the goals and dreams are usually the same. Be healthy, to be happy, and to make money. Whatever you're doing in your local community, with the necessary skills, with a little bit of an English, you can create value all around the world. And that will turn you into a stronger brand, whatever you're doing. But regardless where you're living, once you understand that the needs all around the world are similar, you can just fine-tune what you do, access people all around the world. So you can work internationally and make money all over the world. We live in a very IQ-based society, but not a lot of people focus on emotional intelligence. For sure, it's not taught in schools. Make sure you invest in your emotional intelligence. How you perceive things, how you react to things, how you communicate, how you process your emotions, because that will make you a stronger force in the long run. With IQ, you can make money, you can create value, but with EQ, you will be content and you'll be happy. And in the times that you're not happy, you will also understand that it's okay. Read about it, watch videos about it, attend trainings about it. Improve your emotional intelligence. Make a financial plan and stick to it. Regardless if you're making $1,000 or even less, or $10,000 or even more, make a financial plan. Calculate how much money you spend and for what, and how much money you earn and from where. Make sure you put a certain amount aside, and that will give you a peace of mind. Try to invest as much as you can with calculated risks, because you never know when you'll need that money. Most of the time, less is more. It's okay to do other stuff, but make sure that you do not break your main focus. So if your focus is to make more money and create more value, make sure that you do not distract yourself so you don't digress from your goals. Make sure that you spend a limited amount of time for friends, for social media, and for all the other distractions, because if you do that too much, you'll digress from the main goal. Just being good at your job is not enough. You also have to learn how to market yourself and how to sell, because whatever you do, you will need those skills. I know a lot of people who are really great at their job, but they cannot reach too many people because they do not improve their marketing skills or sales skills. And you don't have to do all of this by yourself. You can also team up, work with, and hire people that help you with that. Hiring the right people changed the game for me. But if you do not improve your marketing and sales skill, you're always going to be under your potential. There could be and will be failures, and that's okay. You just got to learn from them. Failing is okay. It is necessary to learn and to be successful. But the important thing is when you fail, make sure that you spend enough time to learn from that failure and try to make sure that you do not repeat the same failure again. It is okay not to be okay. You're going to be sad sometimes, and that's fine. Pushing yourself to be happy all the time, this toxic positivity, is a horrible thing. It's basically a mask. As human beings, we're going to be angry. We're going to be frustrated. The important thing there is to acknowledge this emotion and understand that these are also human emotions, and being emotionally intelligent enough to be able to process this emotion and not hurt ourselves or other people by not processing it or overreacting to it. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. So doing a lot in one day is not the point. Turning your vision into action plans and turning those plans into daily routines and sustaining them is the key to success. Keep yourself updated about what's going on around the world, but make sure you do not get too sucked in it. Be aware, but don't make what's going on too big of a part of your life. Focus on yourself and aim to be a person that is powerful enough to make a change. Time is your most valuable resource. Use it well. Especially after a certain age, time passes really fast. Once it's gone, there's no going back. Make sure you savor every single moment, because that moment might never come back. Learn to say no to people, to situations, to invitations. Protect your time and energy by setting up healthy boundaries. It is difficult to do at first, but once you learn how to do it with courage and still being polite, then it is a game changer. The journey matters as much as the destination. Enjoy the process of working towards your goals, and even if you're not where you want to be right now, enjoy that, because when you achieve your goal, you look back into those times and appreciate what you didn't have, which will make you appreciate what you have even more. Start with yourself, but also help others as much as you can, because giving and sharing, in moderation of course, will bring you happiness and make you feel like you're part of something. Surround yourself with the right people, people who lift you up, people who are solution oriented, people who are trying to create better version of themselves. Your environment shapes you more than you realize, and having the right people around you is a game changer. Read as much as you can. Books are literally shortcuts to life experience and knowledge, but it's not about how fast you read. Make sure you digest what you read and also take notes whenever you can. Sleep is essential. Improve your sleeping skills and learn how you can optimize your sleep, because a good quality sleep improves everything: your health, your productivity, your energy, even your life. Don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 20. Everybody moves at their own pace. It is good to have role models and people that you can aspire to and take as an example, but comparing yourself to people never ends. You might be very successful, but there will always be someone that you think is more successful than you. So instead of comparing, try to take these people as examples, but understand that everybody's life story is different. Not necessarily forget, but forgive. And not for others, but for yourself. Because letting go of past resentment frees your present and future. Master your mindset. How you think and how you perceive things determines your life and fate. The same thing can happen to two different people. Everything changes depending on how they react to it. One person can be devastated by it and never rise back again. But the other person, even though they experienced a similar tragedy, can choose to learn from it and do better. Same thing, different stories. Perception is everything. How you take and react to things changes your life 100%. Start before you're ready, because you will never be 100% ready. The conditions will never be perfect. Of course, prepare yourself as much as possible, but start as soon as possible. There will be mistakes on the way, but you will learn and grow most when you start taking action and concrete steps. Do not only wait to celebrate the big win. Celebrate smaller wins on the road, because they are going to keep you motivated for the big goal. Make sure you spend enough time to celebrate those small achievements. Happiness is usually found in simplicity. Often, the little things bring the biggest joy, and most of these are for free. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't aspire for bigger things, but make sure that you appreciate all these small but very valuable things on the way. Never stop evolving. Life is about learning, adapting, and growing. And this has to go on till the end of your life. I hope you enjoyed this video and the life lessons that I have shared. What I would kindly ask you to do is to write down the one lesson or several lessons that you think that resonated the most with you. I'm asking this because I plan to make separate videos for the life lessons that have resonated the most with my audience. So your comments are very valuable for me. Thank you for being here, and once again, write in the comments the life lessons that have resonated the most with you, so I can make more detailed content about them. Thank you, and see you in the next video.